Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the running back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Dropping back, it's Owens. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Longhorns will send the punt team onto the field.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun running play call. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Red Raiders with 1st and 10 here. Will hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on that ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Looking to pass. It's Owens. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Second down, we're going to throw it. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass. It's Owens. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10.
Texas 7.
Ready up. Here we go.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Seahawks will have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball is just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Red Raiders will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important 2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Owens. Bringing pressure. Sacked, it's a loss back to the 6.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
2nd down after that completion. They'll test the right side here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
It's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, it's Owens. Tries the right with a quick throw, and it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. He's running out of time here. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The pocket breaking down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Red Raiders looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out, it's Marshall. Returner brought down, sets up the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Tackled after the interception. That'll be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half.
Number 14, set to kick off. Texas.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half was a handoff.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab made by the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Owens. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Texas. And the comeback is on.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. Snags the quick throw. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick it off. Texas.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you almost feel bad for the running back here. There's just nowhere to go. He ends up trying to bounce it to get to the outside on the draw, but the defense covered up all the gaps and made that impossible. It's another nice job by this defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. It's a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw and keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
The back's got it. He shreds the tackle. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that previous play. Direct snap to the back. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Red Raiders are looking to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set. Here's second down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Now, fourth down.
And the Red Raiders will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. They go with a direct snap. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it for a big gain. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quick throw by the quarterback on the RPO.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas Tech 21, Texas 18.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. He knocks this one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Handoff to the single back. Oh, there's the stiff arm. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's a solid run, good for 1st down yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to throw. It's Owens. The pass rush closing in. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on the screen. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's caught. It's Marshall. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Owens. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. Going to bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to run for the first down. Touchdown, Longhorns. What a fight back here. We're suddenly tied.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The BAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. He shreds the tackle.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Linebacker shifting around now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. It's third down for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. So here we go. Huge possession. Suddenly a 1-point game here in the fourth quarter. What can this offense do to make something happen? Keep the football. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's second down here. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.